Hey everyone, this is WobblyWallaby. This is a sneak peek for the new White Star Airship instance on the beta server. Why should you care? There will be a new Arcane ruin system, which I'll cover in more detail in another video. There are 14 of these ruins, and for example, at max level, I have one that has a 7% chance to gain an HP shield, and I cannot exceed my max life, but is still really busted for survivability. Next, how about this one, that if you get hit with damage that exceeds 15% of your max HP, you have a 52% chance to cast level 10 stealth, and then your target can attack for 2 seconds. What a great way for countering high damage classes like Thanatos in PvP. These new ruins will be meta defining, especially for PvP, so you gotta make sure you can complete this instance. In this video, I'll teach you the tips and tricks to beat this instance and all the mechanics. Stay tuned for all the details. The new instance is called White Star Airship. You need to be base level 160 to unlock this instance. There is both Brave and Elite difficulty. There are up to 15 levels to get more rewards. However, from my testing, this instance isn't easy at higher difficulties. In fact, I could only do Brave solo. The mobs and bosses have insane reductions at Elite. Next, speed matters. The faster you clear this instance, the higher your score. That also results in more rewards. Here's the breakdown. At 5,200 points or above, you'll obtain the SSS score, where you'll get 110% of the rewards and unlock 3 levels of difficulty. Next, at 4,000 points or above, you'll obtain an SS score and obtain 100% rewards and unlock 2 levels of difficulty. At 1,800 points and above, you'll obtain the S score, where you'll obtain 80% rewards and unlock 1 level of difficulty. Finally, at 1800 points and below, you'll obtain an A score, where you'll get 50% rewards and will not unlock subsequent difficulties. If your team isn't speedy enough to clear this instance, then you can buy the materials using BCC. If you plan to do this and want to save money, then try Smile.one. Smile.one allows you to get discounted BCC and premiums for Ragnarok Mobile. They have been around for more than 8 years and have plenty of global business partners for other games too. I'll put a link in the description. Thanks to Smile.one for sponsoring this video. Next are the mechanics. You have to fight monsters on the airship and protect your treasures. There are a few things that you can protect and interact with. First, the power furnace. After being destroyed, it will limit the top speed of the airship and needs to be repaired nearby. In this clip, you can see the captain warning me that goblins are incoming and you have to protect the furnace from them. You'll see the steam goblins coming. The good thing is that mobs, MVPs, and minis can't damage the furnace. I use AoE to take care of them. They are a high priority kill. If you stand near the furnace, you can also heal it in case it got damaged by the goblins. Next, there are these treasures on the far left of the map. Stings will try to steal them. After being stolen and escaping, your points will be deducted. Here are the stings trying to steal my treasures, and I have to stop them from escaping with them. If they make it down the stairs and go near the middle of the ship, you'll lose your treasure. Next is the laser. When triggered, it will stun monsters. Here I click the button. Then you can see a monster being stunned temporarily. Next is a turret. It can be used to attack the flying devils in the air. This is a must-have for melee characters who can't hit it, but the cooldown is horrible, so I would much prefer being able to take them out by myself. Next, your scores will go down if you resurrect, so please be careful with your auto res. Just turn it off unless everyone in your party is a key member. Next, the affix effects on the MVPs and minis are also random, so sometimes you'll get some really difficult ones to deal with. As mentioned before, there are 14 Arcane ruins and they only drop once, so you'll get all 14 within 3 weeks. This is why I can't do the guide on the ruins just yet, since I don't have all of them. You can contrast this with the advanced ruin system, where the attribute ruins can be dropped more than once, and you can level up more than one at a time. This won't happen with the Arcane system. It's unique and you only get it once. Also, exciting news, once you clear it for the first time during the week, you can raid out the rest and not have to go through it all manually. so definitely try to get as high as possible and then raid it out. Next, let's see a full run. I'm going to do Brave level 7, it can get really hard to deal with this solo. After the first run, I'll show a bit of my second run where it's much more difficult so you can see some of the mechanics in action. You can also see just how annoying the MVPs can be. Once it loads, I first start by eating anti-death foods. Anti-death is incredibly important. I also use anti-death pets, and it's great that we can use pets in this instance. The auto-revive ones are definitely the great ones to use. I click on the captain to begin. I first mount and go to the arrows to give my airship a speed boost. You can see it goes towards 40 km per hour, which is the max speed. Once the boss and mobs come out, the speed falls down drastically until you start clearing things. Be sure to use converters, it will help you a lot. Next, I take down the Flying Devils with my ranged skill. I definitely recommend for DPS that you have one that can do AoE and is ranged. I immediately mount and run back down to hit the acceleration. It's like you have NOS for an airplane. Once the new mobs come, the speed falls once again. The UI on the right shows you the distance you traveled so far and when the next MVPs will come. There are 3 waves. If you have a monster icon, this tells you how many monsters there are on the map. Currently there are 9. If you're too slow to clear bosses, more mobs will come, which is a pain. Next, the treasure shows as 6-6 since these things haven't stole anything yet. Next, I haven't revived, so my revive count is at 0. Next, my current speed is at 0 since the mobs and bosses are all on the map. Next, I quickly swap my pet since my current revive pet is dead. Having it in your item bar is very convenient. Next, I kill the Flying Devils. I go towards the second devil and show you how the cannon works. It fires a shot and kills the devil. It does have a cast delay and has a long cast time if you want to use it again. I mount and run towards the acceleration again. I punch that NOS. Once you accelerate, you don't have to keep standing there, so it's fine to leave. There's some instructions here on the sign that you can read, and also show that if you go near the stun laser, it has the activation as needed. The same with the stove, it has a heal function in case it gets damaged. The next wave comes, and I prepare for battle. The last wave will have 2 MVPs. I take care of those, and it can be quite difficult sometimes to deal with too. Then I run towards the mob. After the mobs are cleared, I start hitting the Flying Devils. Once it is all cleared, I have the SSS ranking. That was a smooth run, but next I'll show you a not so smooth run at Brave level 9 where I had to deal with Kate as the last MVP. Before that, it wasn't too bad, but I want to show you just how frustrating it can be. I'm going to skip to where Kate comes out. Kate has some annoying shields that prevent you from killing it. As a result, mobs keep spawning and you have to deal with more of the mechanics. Here I'm warned that the steam goblins are coming, so I have to handle that while dealing with mobs and Kate. You can see there are 17 monsters on the map right now and it'll increase. It's definitely not fun without AoE. Next, I get the notifications that the stings are coming. I have to run up the stairs and kill each one before they steal my precious treasures. Then I go back to Kate. This is where having a party helps a lot. I think you need a lot of good DPS to take down some of these bosses quickly, otherwise you'll never get a SSS rank. I'm gonna speed this up since it was a pain. There was another level where Talgonka was there and that was a pain to take down as well. After all that suffering, the score was the SS rank. I hope you learn more about this instance, and I'll be doing an Arcane Ruin video soon so you can learn more about which one to level up. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Here's a video that I would recommend, and if you want more sneak peeks, check out this playlist over here.